dumelang Absheni. Hello and welcome to Tsa-Sgela with Kgau, episode 3. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Kgau, but you guys can call me KG, of course. And in today's video, we have very special guest, special close friend of the podcast. You get what I'm saying? So she will introduce herself. But she is a graphic designer. Should I say certified? Yeah, certified graphic designer. Okay. And I'm just going to read you guys her bio because that's what we do on this podcast. We make sure that we read people's bios, you know. So with this girl name, as I've mentioned her, she's a very close. When I talk about close, I mean like close, ne? Okay, wait, guys. I think I left out her. Okay. So she is a resilient graphic designer who embodies perseverance. Despite navigating life's challenges, Dineo has emerged triumphant and continuing to thrive in her profession as the sole owner of Square Path. Her innovative design venture, Dineo's determination and creativity shines through. So you guys know already hore ke Dineo, but ke nyaka hore yena a ti introduce hore ke na mang. Please don't cough in front of my mic. I'm kidding. But please do meet the close friend of the podcast. My sister, please introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hello, guys. As she mentioned, my name is Dineo and I am a 27-year-old graphic designer. So yeah, hello guys.
But people come here and they introduce themselves, okay? So, okay, you are 27 years old, ne? And you are a graphic designer, and you are the sole owner of Square Path. Is that your own company, or what's going on there with that company?
Okay, so first of all, before it became Square Path, it was I Am Design Projects, which started in 2015 when I started my varsity years. So that's when I started the business. And then it later emerged as Square Path because I wanted to change the branding. See? So yeah, guys, it's been a hell of a ride, but, we're surviving and yeah, hopefully we succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully you succeed. So we're going to play a game before we get into the real deal of what we are doing here. Ne? Okay. And I've got questions from the internet. I always get my questions from the internet. So guys, sorry, because I'm going to get the questions from the internet. If you feel that the questions are just a bit difficult, then I don't know. Since you are a sports person,
okay,
you played soccer, right?
Yeah,
I didn't even mention that in your bio.
It's okay. So I've been playing soccer since primary school. So I stopped playing soccer in 2021, I think, because of my work.
Oh, work related
schedules. Yeah. So I couldn't manage the time and then the soccer schedule. So I had to sacrifice one of my dreams, which is playing soccer. So yeah, guys.
Okay, we'll get into that briefly. So today we're going to play a game. Ne? Since she said she's a soccer person, I'm going to ask you questions. Maybe 15 questions. Tsa bolo.
Okay, bring it on, man.
Oh, okay. Pella, it's not only about South Africa. Okay. You should know that. So I'm going to ask her questions about soccer. It includes games. It includes every soccer-related questions from SA, even other countries. So you better know what you're doing because this girl, she loves soccer. So
yeah, definitely, guys.
We need to make sure she knows her stuff. So the first question that I'm going to ask you is, how many teams are there in the NFL?
NFL, National First League. I'd say 16 teams.
Are you sure about your answer? Pella, you better be sure. You better be sure.
National First Division, National First League. Okay, I'll just go with my first answer.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, the answer more about 32.
Oh, okay.
32 teams. I don't know, maybe you were looking at half or I don't know, but it's 32, not 16. Okay, who is the current commissioner of the NFL?
Are you talking about South Africa or?
International South Africa. Don't ask me questions.
That's a hard question.
I told you I got these answers from the internet. Internet diary, South Africa or you get what I'm saying? But who is the current commissioner of the NFL?
I don't know.
Mobareki Roger Goodell.
Goodell. Huh? It's my first time hearing his name.
Mara, she's a soccer person. Hey, okay. How many players line up on offense on any given play?
How many players line up on offense?
On any given play. I think what the question is asking is how many players actually
in the team,
on the field.
On the field.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 11 players.
Yeah, because Mara gave you a hint because the answer is 11.
But I got it right.
So maybe okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay. I think di bua ka. Okay. Which country won the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar?
2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar.
2022. This is the third question.
What's the team again?
You
guys, I forgot. Okay, let me just think.
Think.
Qatar. It was Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
She knows her stuff. But it took you long enough. Okay. Which English club won the UEFA Champions League in 2019?
2019 UEFA Champions League.
In 2019, when I was doing my matric.
Yeah. How would I know?
Girl, you know soccer.
Okay, let me just...
You watch soccer.
Let me see. UEFA Champions League. Wasn't it Liverpool?
Mara, you are guessing.
No, I'm not guessing.
We are guessing.
I'm not guessing.
Okay.
I'm getting it right.
Which player has won the most Ballon d'Or awards?
Of course, Lionel Messi.
Okay, that was kind of easy.
It was easy. We've got Ronaldo. We've got other players who also won that.
Who is the most expensive player in football history?
The most expensive. Does it matter if they are alive or...
Who is the most expensive? Don't ask me questions. Question. Now you're asking me questions.
I'm not sure. With this one, I'm guessing. Okay. So I'll just say Maradona.
Who's Maradona?
Some football player. He passed away.
Okay, more about Neymar.
Neymar? Oh, I don't know that.
I don't know, guys. Maybe we could... Please be aware, we don't know if the questions are right or Neymar. So
they're giving us answers. And
So please. Okay. Who is the youngest player to score in a World Cup final? Youngest player to score in a World Cup final since 1990.
Since 1990?
Yeah. 90.
1990. Is it Messi?
Mbappe.
Yeah. But anyways, it's fine.
Barry, he scored when he was 19 years old for France in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next question.
Okay, Muko.
Do you know about NBA?
Basketball? Well, I don't know any player from basketball. I try, but I wouldn't know.
Okay. These questions are all about basketball. Okay. Which country? This is about rugby.
Yeah. Oh,
Which country won
Mm-hmm.
the 2023 Rugby World Cup?
Of course, Springboks. South
Country, when or Springboks?
South Africa. South Africa. Springboks.
Mara kere which country? What are failure so guys? Are answer question?
Mara the Springbok country mus.
The Springbok ke the national team of South Africa.
Yeah,
Rugby.
but people know who I'm talking about when I'm saying Springboks.
Mara it's which country? About which name?
Okay, guys, askisin South Africa. Mzansi.
Okay, I think we're gonna end it here because most of the questions here, di bua ka bo rugby, bo netball, and stuff like that, and she's all about soccer, ne?
Yes,
but you did good for a person who's interested in soccer. She could have gotten all the answers, but we'll just give her a hand. I mean, you know, you tried.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. So I want you to talk to us about your journey, ne?
Mm-hmm.
Before everything started, before Otlo nagana go ba graphic designer, before Otlo nagana ka university and soccer, you know, just take us through your high school journey, like matric. Were you a top achiever? Were you someone who was struggling with, you know, subjects? Or just take us through that phase, yeah, high school. How did you choose the subjects, you know, and stuff like that, yeah.
Okay, guys. So I think I started as like an artist, ne? I like drawing. I like drawing. So these are the things that I would do. I like playing soccer. Actually, like I like doing like some creative stuff.
Okay.
So Naledi Buka, we were not.
You're not
friends. Yes.
So when did you start this interest in drawing and soccer? Was it
when I was like still like at a young age? Around maybe 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, when I used to sketch my parents, my grandmother.
When man?
I used to play soccer with boys, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned that soccer skills?
Yes, I learned soccer from when I was young. So they would actually and then I'll be like,
that's the only thing.
That's the only thing I enjoy. So I learned my soccer skills from that place.
From a younger age.
And then my other interest was drawing, as I mentioned.
Okay.
So Haki primary, you know, I did like some sports. Tennis, soccer, netball. I even did netball, guys.
Really?
Yeah. So Mara netball, like it was very confusing for me. So
body 7 players in a field.
The body wing attack. Yeah, I would like the positions about. So I stopped playing netball because I felt like I was more into soccer.
Okay.
So I also love tennis. And unfortunately, go high school.
You didn't have tennis?
We didn't have tennis.
Okay.
So when I got to high school, nearly taking netball. I did partake in netball, but I just felt like, you know what, let me just
stick with
soccer. Ligo high school, I played like basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Mara, you didn't answer any questions about basketball.
Basketball, like I played it like for like a short period of time. I didn't tell you like I did it like full time.
Deep,
I did it because my friends were doing it.
Oh, peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure. And I did athletics as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Marathon. No,
yeah. So after there was this other time we went for like the king. What do we say?
Marathon.
The marathon.
Athletics.
Athletics. Yeah. So yeah, nickel number 1.
Really?
Time pick team. Unfortunately, like the last lap, I was so tired. Kaba number last. And that's when I stopped athletics.
People.
So I was like I'm a sports person really. And I like doing art and stuff like that. So Naledi Buka, we were not.
You're not friends.
Yeah, we were not friends. So when I got to high school, I was struggling like for high school with my maths.
Academics.
Yeah, my academics. And then when I had to choose subjects, I went for visual arts. EGD, you see those.
Oh, the creative ones.
The creative things. And then, unfortunately, I had to take physics because of what I wanted to do when I got to varsity.
What was your initial interest?
So my first initial interest was being an architect.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first choice.
And so architecture, it has strong requirements. It had maths and physics.
Maths, physics, Afrikaans, English. English,
like Afrikaans.
Yeah. English, like, is the main. Yeah. So English, like, obviously English.
Yeah.
So it had to be like 60, like those marks, like 60, 70. So unfortunately, like, my marks were not, I didn't qualify with the marks that I got. You understand?
You didn't qualify for architecture.
Yeah, I didn't qualify for architecture.
Okay, wait. Before we get to the qualifying for architecture, you are in matric.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned, Hore, you are not someone who is academically,
gifted. Yes.
So you are doing physics, you are doing maths, you are doing English, you are doing Afrikaans, you are also doing visual arts and EGD.
Yes.
EGD, visual arts, I'm assuming Hore, you are doing good in them, but you are struggling with physics and maths as well as English
and Afrikaans.
And
those
Afrikaans.
Four important.
These four ones.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's start from matric. What are these? How many universities have you applied for? Where do you want to see yourself? Which university do you want to see yourself in? With that architecture in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go to Wits.
Really?
Yeah. I applied for Wits. I applied for UP. Even the UP, I won't speak about it because they rejected me with my grade 11 results.
Oh,
you see?
Yeah.
So that had to be out of the way, the picture, because even though I still applied for matric, they wanted my grade 11 results, which were not good.
Okay.
So the thing is, when I took visual art, visual art needed more time. So my time that I had, nisang alawi hore ke focus ko the English le di what.
Okay, so it was time consuming.
Yes.
Okay.
The EGD.
Really?
Because the artwork, the drawing, I had to do the painting and all those things. So those things took time. Understand? So
and maths, you need to practice every day.
I need to practice maths. I need to practice my English as well as Afrikaans and physics. Gosh. Yeah. So guys, when you are
in matric.
Yeah, I'm in matric. So when it came to a point where I got my results, I passed my visual art, of course. I passed my EGD. And then I did pass the other subjects, but not
to the requirements. So you didn't get acceptance to
the varsity.
Okay.
So I had to rewrite
matric
with those 4 subjects.
You went to rewrite matric with those 4 subjects?
Yes, for those 4 subjects. Physics, maths, Afrikaans, and English.
Okay.
Costa School. I went to Costa School.
Really?
Yeah.
And then how was the experience go Costa School?
Well, the experience, obviously, if you have to rewrite, it's never nice. You understand? So you see the Chomza how
they go university.
Yeah, they go university, and then when you are being left behind. So no one hurry.
Am I doing
the right thing?
The right thing by coming here?
Here because of Patwako Varsity. I'm still doing matric. And then obviously I was not interested in booking. So
okay.
Yeah, so I was not interested.
Basically, when you were more artistic than school than school-wise, okay.
I feel like if I focused my energy on those things,
you would have been somewhere.
I would have been somewhere with those things.
Understand? The artistic ones.
Yes, the artistic ones.
Okay.
So how come end of the year, I still got the same results.
Oh, you rewriting?
Yes, I'm rewriting.
Okay.
And then I wrote my exams.
Okay.
Again, matric.
When you write your exams, are you writing your exams Costa School or your previous
No,
high school?
I was writing my exams Costa School. Because obviously high school, they couldn't take us back. So I had to rewrite from another school.
Okay.
And I was rewriting only those four subjects. Yeah.
Okay.
So come end of the year, same results again. And I went back.
To start school?
No, not start school. Now I went to another school. To rewrite.
So the first time you failed, you didn't get the results that you wanted to get into architecture. You went to start school. And then from start school, you still maintain the same results as the ones
I got previously.
Now you're going to another school.
Yes. I went to another school in Joburg, near Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix College. I went to Phoenix College. Got there.
You did the same 4 subjects?
Yes, I did the same 4 subjects.
For the whole year?
For the whole year.
Yo.
Mind you, like, it's now 2 years.
2 years now.
I'm matriculated.
You are rewriting
Yes,
matric.
I'm rewriting matric for the second time. And also there.
You still maintain
I still maintain the same results. And I did it again for the 3rd time.
No, wait. You are in Phoenix College now.
Yes, I'm
rewriting matric.
Rewriting matric.
Results come.
You
still get the same.
I still got the same. And I was like actually getting hope here. Maybe I'll pass this
Phoenix.
time. Yes, maybe I'll pass this time. Come end of the year again.
You're still getting the same results.
Still getting the same results. And I tried for the last time, which was the 3rd time. Matric.
Okay, so after Phoenix College, I'm going to get the second time. You come back again, go Phoenix College, or you went to another school again?
Yeah, I went to another school, I think. And I rewrote my exams again.
You went to another school,
yes.
Not Phoenix?
No, not Phoenix. I went to another school to rewrite my exams. So yeah, I rewrote like matric 3 times. Okay,
you are in the 3rd time now.
Kangwala, and then Kgau, you know what?
There's nothing
that's like going like to my expectation. Yeah, progressing. So my sister was like, you know what? Instead of you focusing on, because my focus was me getting results so that I can qualify
to get into
architecture. To get into architecture. Understand? So I was like, okay. My sister was like, my cousin actually was like, why not choose like a second option? Or instead of focusing on something, like it keeps like discouraging you. So instead of so I thought about it. I was like, okay, what do I like doing? I like drawing, kirato drawer, kirato painter, stuff like that. And I was like, and then she was like, oh, okay. I've seen a course called Rosebank College. Yeah, graphic design. Maybe it's something that
you will love.
Oh, and I was like, oh, okay, why not? Why not try it? Because I've been trying to do the same thing. And then until like it's not going well. So I was like, okay, let me just go for it. That graphic design thing.
Okay, before we get into Rosebank College, how is your mental health or your mindset? Repeater matric. How are you feeling? Is it draining? Is it how's the pressure from your parents? Do you feel like I'm a disappointment to my parents? Do you feel like I shouldn't have went to school? What's going on with me? Because I know some people actually can depression from these things because they keep failing. How is your mental state in that process?
Okay, now like at that time, I had like a lot of pressure because I was thinking, what are people gonna say? Because you keep on repeating and repeating. I understand.
Syndrome.
And people are telling me, varsity. Some of them are even graduating because remember, some courses take 3 years.
Yes.
And people are in their 3rd year. And me now, I'm still trying to get into varsity. Understand? So I did get pressure also from the parents because what was go college, you don't have young mereko, stuff like that. Varsity better and stuff like that. I wonder how like you getting that. You're getting that pressure from them, even though but at least I got like some advices from other people. You know what? Even graphic design, if you're going for graphic design, you don't need like to go to varsity because there, I study the theory and stuff like that.
Okay.
So how you go college, it's more like practical work,
okay,
which is something that I'm good at.
You good in practical?
Yes, practical stuff.
When you get
kamatsogo. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do this graphic design thing and see how I'm gonna
move
progress.
forward.
Yeah, move forward, progress.
So okay, your sister will advise her, okay, there's a course mo go Rosebank ke graphic designer. Try it out. What's the process more? How do you move from that advice, also how to getting into that graphic design?
Okay, so when she gave me that advice, mind you, she had already applied for me. You understand? She didn't tell me that she applied. So when she told me, she was like, you even have a student number, stuff like that. I was like, hey, Banda, already. And then she was like, I prepared like everything for you.
Wow.
I understand. So Linda, like at that time, I was happy. At least I'm going somewhere where I'm accepted.
You were accepted already?
Yes, I was accepted already. I even had a student number.
Really?
Yeah. So everything.
So when she comes to you, she doesn't tell you, Hori, you apply it, you have a student number. She just tells you, why don't you start somewhere else and try this thing out?
Yeah.
Apply it.
Well, her approach very, very like, it's something that like maybe like she wanted to see if I'm gonna be interested. Okay. Once I'm interested, and then she'll put her, you know what, this is what I did for you. You understand? And Mina was interested really because at that point I was tired of like going back and forth doing the same thing. You understand? And I was happy because she thought of me.
Wow.
So
much. Big ups to the sister.
So I went for it. Like everything was smooth. I went for it. Ka apply, go Rosebank.
No applying, mind you, because I now applied.
Yeah. Like it was like the process. I needed to come there, bump onto the school.
The school, okay.
Stuff like that. And I was excited.
Really?
Mara, those things before I got there, like they were fading away because of the excitement. I was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm starting a new, I'm starting a new chapter. I'm just gonna go for graphic design. Yeah. So, and I went there, Rosebank College.
And then now, okay, you get into Rosebank College. You've never been go college. This is your first time. You are stepping on go Oli. What are you expecting from this program? Like, what are your goals going into this program? Wait, after this graphic, and obviously you need to plan, right? You are coming to graphic design. You're like, where's architecture in all of this? Did you forget about it, or you still want to pursue architecture, or you are just like, you know what? Graphic design. I'm just gonna focus on graphic design.
So my goal was to like focus on graphic design.
Fail.
Yes.
Leave.
Because I get
in
the past now. Okay. So now I'm focusing on the future.
Okay.
It's something that I feel like maybe it was not mine, the architecture.
Okay.
So I can go graphic design with like a healthy mind. You know what? Everything happens for a reason.
Wow.
So Eric is the past into the future. Because immediately when I do that, I'm going to mess up my mind.
Okay.
So he can go graphic design with a healthy mind. And like my mind was clean.
Already.
You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Yes, I was excited. The student number, I was excited to get a student number. So
what's a student number?
Yeah, obvious.
Saying is Tonile, the student number.
Yeah, so I give it more like it was a new environment, obviously. You could tell it to know what don't nakili one. Accommodation. Go like
Abazala
veko. That mindset.
So when you are excited about the fact that you're gonna live alone,
I'm gonna live alone. So and I did that.
And how was your first year experience, like in college or go varsity? Like, living alone, as you've mentioned, how's the fee situation, like the tuition fees? Who's funding you? Do you have a bursary? And how's the kind of adapting to the new environment? And also, how is the course itself? Because yes, we can be very much excited to get into college or university, but first year, it can show you flames or it can be something really good. So how's that experience?
Okay, so the experience now when I got there, like I met friends.
Okay.
I met people. And then first year, like it was smooth because Neretomaka it's the drawings, like baby steps, basics. And it's something that I was good at.
Good in and you love it.
And the lectures some more than because I could sketch. I was number one.
Like
sketch. Even like I used to even like leave early because the lecturer was like,
there's nothing
for you here. You can just go home, relax because you don't need to learn these things.
You know them already.
Yeah, I know them.
Do you think studying more visual arts and EGD really helped?
Yeah, it did. It really helped because it like advanced
your knowledge and your skills.
Yes, my knowledge and my skills because I used those subjects when I got to Rosebank College. So it was nothing new for me. That's why like my first year it was smooth. The only thing like that was difficult because I had to like learn the computer skills now. I had to learn the Photoshop
or the apps.
Yeah, the graphic design apps. Those are the things that we started learning.
Go Rosebank. Okay.
I learned them. You have to design your own company. That's when I developed my company.
Oh,
first year.
Through a project.
Yes, through a project. You guys, you have a project. You have to come up with a company and you have to present it to us, that company. You have to do the branding. Like baby step
everything that you needed to know.
Everything that you needed to know. The apps. So I started my company, I Am Design Projects, 2015.
Through that project. Okay. Before we get into your company name, you've mentioned according to due to the academics in your first year, it was a smooth sailing road. But then there's other factors when we look at university. Academics is not the only factor. There's living alone, adapting, social life. How was that experience in terms of living arrangements? Nodula away from the campus? Were you living in a student accommodation? How was that experience of living with someone you don't know? If you were living with a roommate? I want to know the aspects of, varsity or college life aside from the academics.
Oh, okay. So when the first time, obviously, I was not used to living alone.
Okay.
So my sponsor was my parent, my mom.
Okay.
So she paid the accommodation. She was paying school fees. And sometimes, I wouldn't have money for food.
Okay.
Yeah, because, it was a lot, financial
struggles. Because you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, I had to sacrifice. Mara, I had, a very good roommate.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so she used to feed me. I was so fat.
So your roommate was kind enough to
yeah, my roommate was very, very kind. She would cook or she would buy me food.
Really?
She would cook, buy me food. I should spoil me, that girl.
She was a really good friend.
Yeah, she was a really, really good roommate.
Yeah, okay.
She was a good roommate.
And then so you were self-funded. You lived with a good roommate. That's big ups to you for having a good roommate. Because roommate. Difficult.
Yeah.
But then, then we move to first year. How's the program? Program in all the modules. Tsa graphic design. Do you guys do yearly modules? Do you have first semester and second semester? Which are the difficult modules or the, those nice ones that you guys have?
Okay, so, we had a lot of modules. First year. Yeah,
okay.
First year. There are the modules ngata. Like each app, yeah, graphic design had its own module.
App. So you guys were dealing with the apps fair?
Yeah. Not the apps fair. But we were also dealing with the business subjects, studies. Because obviously, like when you're a graphic designer, one day you might want to open your own company.
Okay.
And then you're gonna need those business skills. So we had the subject, like the apps. I'm talking about the Photoshop, the Illustrator, all those apps that we needed. So the apps still, like they were the little modules.
Okay, that makes
so
sense.
each app had its own module.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many modules in total for first year?
I don't know. Maybe it's like more than
10.
Yeah, it was more than 10.
Okay. And you mentioned the most difficult one for you, Nelly, the apps, because you were introduced to them first year.
Yeah.
You didn't have a knowledge of them.
I didn't have a knowledge of them. But when I went to like second year,
that's when I
got
used to them.
Yeah, used to them. But I give it like a second year, there was this other module, maybe it's a photography.
Picture.
Yeah.
Just to take pictures.
Yeah.
Photography. What was so difficult about the module?
Okay, that module, it was not only about taking pictures, nearly a theory part.
Okay. And you're not a theory
Yeah, I'm not a theory person.
So was it like creative arts or arts and culture where you given the textbook? You remember those textbooks?
Yeah.
And then a picture ya Mona Lisa.
No. Like that thing, it's like a textbook. So textbook, it explains everything about the camera. It always like the lens.
They
angle.
You guys about the tools and equipment.
The tools and equipment. Like every part of a camera.
You learn about it.
And it's like theory work. So you need to know who lens
okay.
The automatic lenses, the manual lenses. So that textbook was hard to read, to be honest.
And then how did you then, did you pass the module or did you have to?
Well, the module, I passed it.
Really? So how do you then, if I was someone who was struggling in that module, what advice would you give me to pass?
Okay,
so maybe.
Okay, I'll give you like my experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So this module, I used to fail that module dismal.
Okay.
And I used to attend the class every day. Do you know the pain of attending a class and then come results, you fail?
Yeah, that's so sad.
It's very, very sad.
And then answering questions in class, you still getting 0.
Yeah.
It happens.
So what happened was in my situation, we had a textbook, and I couldn't study the textbook. I didn't know how to study the textbook.
Okay.
I understand. The information, yes.
It's there.
But now how to answer the question.
How to utilize the textbook.
Yeah, how to utilize the textbook, how to study it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if a question was a question on the textbook. I didn't know if the answer was the answer on the textbook.
Okay, so you have questions and you have answers on the textbook.
On the textbook.
Oh, okay.
But the questions, you will know, it's a question.
Okay.
You understand? So there was this one time, to test, and everybody passed the test in ring except for me. I failed it. I failed it this month.
Oh, shit.
And that lecture was like, how come when you failed
your test?
You failed your test, Mara. You attend my class every day. Yeah. And I told him, you know what? I'm struggling to actually study the textbook because I don't know how to study it. And he was like, Shem, he was very nice. He was like, you know what? Every day after this class, you must just give yourself 10 minutes and come to me and I'll show you how to study the textbook.
Okay.
So, and I did
consultations
with the lecturer. So, I did that. And he showed me, no, this is how you study the textbook and this is how you go about it.
And then your friends, didn't you ask them?
No, I didn't ask my friends for help because sometimes they told me they'll never give you
they will never help.
Yeah, they will never help
that
that much.
Okay.
And also I was embarrassed for like, I was the only one who failed.
Oh, so when it was yourself.
Yeah, it was myself, like
your personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but then I would advise for people, you can also ask your friends. Because with me, I would ask my friends and not the lecturer. So it works.
Yeah, both ways.
Yeah, friends can also help. Even the lecturers can also help.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, okay, so that module was the only difficult.
Yeah, that was the only difficult module that I had to face. And then
your second year experience, now that you've adapted to the environment.
My second year, go with a shame. Like I moved, like I changed places. Like I never, like next I do nothing like before.
Oh, before.
So I changed and I moved. I got a new roommate. And that disaster.
Bad experience.
You're bad.
Trauma.
A very, very bad.
You seem
like so you want to move from like a good situation and now you're going to a bad situation.
How was the experience with the roommate?
Yeah. We ended up fighting. With that roommate.
Were you still living Kores or it was just a student accommodation?
No, it was just a student accommodation. So it was like an accommodation that I found that was not linked to
the school.
The school.
Okay.
And at that time,
before you get into it, why did you move from the previous to this one?
Okay, I moved from the previous to the other one because that other one was like getting more expensive. So I couldn't afford it. Yeah, okay. I couldn't afford it anymore. So I had to like change. So I got that one. Yeah, the roommate west. There was this one time,
Please tell us because it seems like
I
through a lot with the roommate.
So my roommate like nearly like she used to smoke. She used to smoke and I don't know if like otsubang like abaratuti mama bone bushiu robets.
Okay, maybe it's her. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's her. I don't know if it's like with everybody, but that's what I noticed.
Yeah.
So every day when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I would ask her, and she would refuse. There was this one time.
Maybe she was on her own things.
Like, and maybe you know what's the sad part? The sad part was like, I used to wake up like about 6 every day. And then that's like. Dropping out of school.
Okay.
So during the day when I'm at school, now I robala. Like she gets the time to rest.
So it's okay. That makes
so
sense.
when it's my time to rest, now she wants to disturb me. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So there was this one time, please go put him in. And she was like playing music, loud music. I think she was high that day. High. Yeah.
She was na smoker gagolo.
Yeah. Natuba gagolo. Like it was something that like it's used to her. Like
maybe she was on addiction, like nearly.
Yeah, she was an addict, well.
Ish.
So
you brave, hey?
And she was busy dancing. Like it was too loud. And and then she refused. She's like, I give up. So Mina like, because Mina, I'm being me. She started like insulting me, making noise. Hey, when do you think this is your place? What? Those kind of things. And like at that time, what I wanted to do was just to sleep.
So you wanted to switch off the light?
Yeah, and sleep. And because I was very tired. So I didn't even do anything when she was talking because I just decided to ignore her. And like maybe into AI to be behavior. So now she started swearing, hey, this bitch, what? I was like, Miguel. Mara like at that time, like I was sleepy. So what made me pissed off that day is that she took her phone, switched on the torch phone, and then I be on my face, like she brought it to my face. I was so pissed that day. I felt like
Guys,
this girl.
what kind of roommates do you guys have?
I felt like this girl is testing me. Yo, the way I woke up, ne, like I feel like I'm not supposed. I think it's bad for like be violent to people. Mara sometimes
it's not a good thing.
Mara sometimes like people they provoke you. They provoke you to a point where like, look, and now I put yourself like, how did I do
It's
that?
the things she was smoking.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Wow, sorry, okay. We're thinking, okay, I wonder what she's being violent. Let me leave the room.
Oh, where was I gonna go? Got 12
Okay, that's yeah.
At that time it was like 12 and like it was approaching 1.
Yo.
And it's about like naka 6. I only have 5 hours to sleep. I need to wake up at 6. Sorry. Yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah.
She put the torch on you and then
she put the torch on my face, my eyes.
Yes.
And then Mutu like she took her phone.
What if Nina spoke room? And we're not again.
So Abia phone ya torch ele yam plus amahlo. And then that day no hotonya, like it was very cold. She took my blanket. I had so like I enter from my bed and Niki appear. Yo, and khubula blanket. I became Hulk that day.
Spider-Man.
Yo, Gaba Spider-Man. I become sharp like that
guys,
day. Like
I
felt
promote
like
violence. Hey,
yeah, we don't promote violence. Sorry, guys. I'm
I'm
sorry. But that day I felt bad. After that, I was even scared of sleeping because
who wouldn't be? Honestly speaking, I'm a coward. Guys. Immediately I told my I cannot torch or I'd rather sleep.
That day, like I didn't sleep, guys.
And then it's not my security.
Nothing.
So you couldn't.
Nothing. I didn't tell those security guards. Mara, I was scared to sleep because I thought, like, what if she wakes up and does something to me?
Because she was also, or she was an addict.
Yeah, she was an addict.
I think maybe whatever she was smoking actually gave her the energy to.
So from that day, next month I moved out. From
next month?
Yeah.
Not even the next day?
Next month.
So you had to live with her until.
So that the other month, I told the people back over accommodation, you know what, this person, I can't.
You can't deal with her.
So I'd rather stay at home and travel. Because I was becoming someone I was not.
You were not, yeah.
So I moved out. My mom was like, that place is making you a monster. So just move.
Spider-Man 2.0.
And I moved, guys, and I was traveling for the rest of my years.
Yeah, second year.
Yeah.
And how was the traveling? Wasn't it affecting with your studies?
Well, I got used to it because...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got used to it because I was like, I'd rather travel than
to live with someone.
Yeah, to live with someone because I couldn't.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry for you. You had to go through that. So how long is the program? Go Rosebank, the graphic design.
So the program was for like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And in third year, you were final.
Was done. So third year, I only had like 7 modules.
Oh, okay, that's better. And did you guys have the semesters?
Yeah, we did have the semester. Mara, we did the 7 modules in 1 semester.
Oh,
and then
okay. The next semester, was nothing.
We were like done.
You were done.
Yeah, I was done.
And then you graduated. How was that feeling?
I graduated, guys. My distinction.
Yay. Cum laude.
It was like, guys, I was so proud of myself.
You were pushing during your varsity, how did you do it for people who don't get the distinctions? Like, tell us, because remember we didn't get distinctions.
I feel like, guys, I was doing something I was good with, and something that I loved and enjoyed.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
That made me like succeeded the way I did, and then get the distinction. Like all those modules, like I was pushing and pushing.
You didn't have that thing. Ish this module or ish this course. I'm doing it just because you loved it.
No, I loved it. Like,
you knew,
yeah.
I'm doing this thing. This is something that I love. You didn't even have to put in so much effort.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was something that like, I didn't think I would love it when I started, but I did.
We gotta thank the sister for putting you on, hey?
Yeah, the sister is my...
Manje, what's going on?
Because I'm happy. Yeah, guys, I was proud of myself, Shem. To think of like where I came from. Until
having failed three times, the struggles to getting into college. Now you done, you graduated, college, and with a distinction, Nochal, you really pushed.
I did, Shem. All my subjects.
All of them?
All of them.
Ukrele distinction.
Yes.
How na le one?
Nope. My final year, I got all distinctions with my subject.
And then second year?
Second year, I did get distinctions, but not all.
Oh, not all?
Yeah, but like most of them were distinctions also. Yeah. So what I'll say, like, you know, sometimes even if like you don't make it for the actual subject that you want, don't give up, because maybe that's not meant for you. So maybe there's greener pastures.
That's why
somewhere else.
And I always mention this thing, you can plan, but God decides. And if something is meant for you,
it's meant for
God will make that whatever thing that you want possible for you.
So yeah, guys.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so now you're out of Ghana college.
Yes.
No, you are doing, okay, let's get into your company. How's the company doing? Because you said it was a group project. I mean, not a group project, but it was a project, and you had to design or come up with a company. And what was the what was the scenario for Lena? Did they tell you, okay, you guys have to come up with a company, build the website, build everything, and then come and present? And then when you took that company and you're like, you know what, I want to do it, make it into a real business. So how's that been so far?
Yeah, it's been like, well, it's going good, but not that good, because I think these days we have like a lot of people who are into
graphic design.
Graphic design. So like we're having like competition.
Okay, the competition is growing.
Yeah,
increasing.
It's growing. So now I'm still trying to rebrand my company, and I do get clients there because most of my time I spend it
okay.
And then when I come back home later, I do my freelancing work with the company. But the company is still standing, guys. Square Path, follow it.
And how do you feel that you've mentioned it now, Jorge, there's competition? And a lot of people, there's even not people, there's apps, as you've mentioned, Jorge, they told you guys the apps, it's our body Photoshop, the Canva, and all those things. Now that those apps are actually slowly but surely replacing the actual graphic designers, actually your competitors get the apps. How do you feel, Jorge?
Well,
competitors as an app.
Well, I wouldn't say the apps are our competitors, because the graphic design apps, the actual graphic design apps that I'm using, they update itself like every year.
Okay.
So every year you get like a new
feature
on the app. You understand? So, and then we have like other design apps that you can use. People who need some designs,
like,
they can
graphic
design. So
but
one need to design, Baba sites and graphic design can actually use that app, those apps. Mara, the thing where like sometimes those apps are a disadvantage because some of the things that they need are not there.
Okay.
You understand?
Or there's not all features are there. Okay.
Not all features are there. So even though not all features are there, you'll still have to go to someone who did graphic design to help you with that. So it's not really like...
But I mean, like, I feel like, okay, let's say, for example, myself, I want to create a poster for an event, right? And I don't have the money. I have an app, Canva. and I know for these templates, I'm just gonna go in there, use that app, create the templates that it poster, change a few things here and there, then I'm done. Download the poster, send. I don't even care for it. It's nice, as long as you post.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Because when you know as a graphic designer, because you studied graphic design and you know what's going on graphic design, you know this poster must be like this and this and this. Nah, I don't even care. I have never done graphic design. I just need a poster. And I'm looking at my finances. No, man, I can't pay for a poster. I can actually do it, go an app. Free, simple. I can get a template, just change a few dates. Either sometimes people don't even change.
Yeah.
They don't change the whole thing. They just change the details. You know that thing. So doesn't that still make you feel like the apps are like competitors and stuff?
Well, it depends because your main focus on you designing the poster is for you to get, let's say you are running a business, it's for you to get clients. You understand? So sometimes the poster that you have is the one that attracts
the people. Okay, the clients, yeah.
So if your poster that you design is not delivering the message to those people, how are you going to get clients?
But the thing is,
because what may look nice to you might not be nice to
others,
to your target market, which is the people you are trying to attract. Understand? So you will need like graphic design advice, input, like
muto
it's graphic design. No, you know what? This is how you should do it so that you can bring more people.
But then, I mean, if it doesn't cost that much, and if there's a template, I mean.
But you know, they say like you have to spend money to get money.
I mean, I know that. Yeah. So, okay, maybe it's about to what they prefer. Preference. Some people may prefer quality and ba prefer until it's gonna last them a long time and it's an investment, right?
It's an investment.
And some people are just like, you know what, I just want to post that right now and just get it over and done with, you know? So, I mean, it can be a 50-50 situation.
But I feel like having competition, it depends, you know?
It depends on what?
On like the situation.
What do you mean?
I mean, like if I'm a graphic designer and you've never done graphic design before. So you using an app will not be like effective to my business if you need the app now, because some people like some of the things that they need, you need something that's going to last you forever and that's going to bring you money. So if you are designing something like for now and then that design does not look it does not look appropriate to what you are trying to say, it might make you lose money. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand. Yeah. I understand. That's why I'm saying it's a 50-50 kind of business. It just depends on you and what you want. I want more lifing, like for your business. If you want something like, if you want to invest, just like you said, if you spend money, you earn more money. And if you spend less,
you get less.
That's why what you put in is what you get. Right? Yeah. So if you put in a lot of effort in something, you're going to get more. But if you put in less, you're going to get whatever you put in. So I feel like, it's a 50-50 thing that will always be. I feel like apps will always be there. Even more apps will always be there.
And now we have AI, which is like
AI.
You see?
Which is also, the world technology is improving every day. And unfortunately, that's the issue of it. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can just, as long as
as long as, we have like
and reliable clients,
So, we just have to push, man.
Push. Okay. So for someone who wants to do graphic design go Rosebank, what advice can you give them, like totally about the graphic design and le gore for motho long gore they've been in your situation, they've been failing. So I mean, ba bangwe ba thoma from primary. Do sola gore motho repeater grade 7 ga 7. Grade 6 ga 6. You know, or grade 10 ga ngata le ga ngata. By the time I fihla ko first year, o na le 30 something or o na le 20 something. And o bona ditšhono tsa hae di progressa, di reka dikoloi, di reka dintlo, di ba ko di phumelela ba graduate. What advice can you give someone who's going through that?
Now, say, especially to batswadi. So if one how is not academically gifted, try to see where the talents are hiding and try to actually support them more on those talents, because I think they say your talent is what's going to make you successful.
That's true.
So this guy for stabana go skolong ba etse thing theory work when you know like it's.
But I mean, you know, when it comes to that, Leona, I feel like it's a 50-50 thing. There are some people who will use that as an excuse. Some kids, some of us, we would use that as an excuse. I think the thing behind going to school is to teach you life. If I am saying what, it's to teach you it's to teach you about life. I'm not saying they should go to school, but I feel like for some people, the reason why some parents force them to go to school is because already if like there are some people, maybe like for me, I'm using myself as an example. Let's say now I love acting and I want to be an actor and I want to get into the acting industry. And I'm thinking I'm very good go acting. And I feel like I want to go acting. I want to the most successful actor. And some things don't happen the way we envision them to be. And mutswadi o palla go botsa gore itse ngwana ka ne. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
maybe
what you're saying.
o tshaba o botsa gore ngwana o go mmotsa jang gore tsa di acting a I want. You get what I'm saying? I feel like maybe sometimes parents, I'm not saying all, but maybe sometimes they don't know how to tell you, Hore, don't do that. Rather, because now with my parents, in as much as I loved, in Avela, I wanted to be in the entertainment industry, I wanted to act, high school, make it busy, actor, what. But just being realistic, like, I'm shy. How am I going to get into? Now myself, I can see, no man, just be realistic with yourself. Are you going to get there and be in front of people and say, yo, wait a script, at least now I can see it, right? And I'm just saying, at least, even if I don't pursue the acting or I'm not successful in that acting, I have something to fall back on.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Maybe they want you to have different options. Yeah. Just have a plan B if plan A doesn't work out. And if plan B doesn't work out, you have plan C. You get what I'm saying? You have graphic design, right? You have the qualification as a graphic design. You have drawing and you bolo. Right? Maybe legal acting, you can go in and work with I'm Dineo. You can, venture into a lot of things. You have a business. You have a lot of options that you can do. If graphic design doesn't work out or your business doesn't work out, you are so okay, I'm working, right? And miracle got the qualification, right?
Yeah.
And if I'll go more over thing, you can go back to sock. It's not like you don't want to go back, right?
Yeah, I do. Hey?
So, but continue With your advice, I just wanted to say that.
Okay, so now, let me just say, I'd rather have like koskolong, but they should have like some practical work. Understand? Let's say they can have like 50-50. They have to have like theory part, and also they have to have
practical
part, so that it can accommodate like all the students.
Yes.
Understand? Yeah. So in that way, like bana batla progress, ba bang batla bona hore like where they are mainly like focused on like the creative stuff and the mokai. Yeah.
So apart from that, what else can you give them?
I would say like baska give up.
Don't give up, guys.
In life, you never give up. You're gonna fail and fail and fail and fail, and eventually you're gonna succeed in life because mudimu like only plans for and mudimu akaso like God doesn't give you like a situation that you might not be able to handle. Understand? So with that being said, yeah, I think that's what I can say. The advice from baska give up. And guys, let's get about what people are gonna say, because also people they're gonna give you like pressure. Like you don't need,
yes.
Understand? And you end up doing like the wrong things. Understand? So yeah, that's what I can say.
Guys, I hope you've learned a few like some things. You know, we need to learn perseverance. You know, patience, as she said. Do not give up. You know. If you can see something is not working out, try something else. And also be supportive to your family members. I mean, who can apply for Wanoko Kgau and tell them, try this thing. When you tell your sibling or your friend, try this thing out, make sure you have a plan for them. Yeah. Don't just say, try this thing out. Her sister had a plan, you know, I applied there. You have a student number there. I want you to try this and see what's going to happen. Yes. Be supportive to your kids about their talents. Don't just cut the talents off. Tell them, be realistic with them. Even if you're scared to tell them, this one is not going, but just be supportive.
Yeah.
You know, I think the only way you can be successful is to have a support structure.
Yeah.
Right? And don't give up. God's plans. You know, so if you also want to be part of Tsa-Sgela with Kgau, you can just send us an email at tsa-sgela1@gmail.com. You can engage with us on our social media platforms, whether TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can find us. You can find actually our details on the, bio or in the description box. And you can also follow Dineo. What's your social media handles?
You can follow me at square_path on Instagram and on Facebook. It's still I am design projects.
Oh, you didn't change that?
I didn't change it.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.